is Alex Dim and I'm an outside linebacker for the Bobcats.
My name's Nate Norton and I play free safety for the BU Bobcats.
My name's James Bennett. I play DB.
My name's Sean Patel, number 65, and I play left tackle. The Bobcats, we are a university American football team, Southwest Division 1 champions.
Bobcats are an American football team at Bournemouth University who look to take on athletes and try to win a national championship every year.
I joined the Bobcats because I played basketball in school and I really enjoyed taking a sport seriously and feeling competitive. But then in my first year of uni, I stopped playing sport competitively and I wanted to try something new, so I joined American football.
I was actually reached out to by a third party to come and continue my studies, so come on and get my master's and play American football as well, so it was a perfect opportunity for me.
I joined the Bobcats because I was originally a footballer, like standard English football. Unfortunately got injured, meant I couldn't play that anymore, so I was looking for a new sport. I had a few friends that were already in the team and they sort of persuaded me to come and try out. Went along, absolutely loved it and haven't looked back since.
I didn't know about American football till I actually joined uni. So I was at the open day. It's actually quite a funny story. I was at the open day and I got lost. I lost my dad, I don't know where he went. And I was running around the campus trying to find him and I bumped into a massive coach. And I was like, okay, well, there's a road here. Let me find my dad. And this old man runs off the coach and he's like, it ends up being Steve Rains. And he's like, oh, do you play a sport? I was like, nah. I was like, well, come down to Kent, because he found out I'm from South London. He's like, come down to Kent, we'll come watch a game. I was like, okay. And then a couple of weeks later, he messaged me saying, oh, we've just got to the final. We're playing Greenwich. I live in Greenwich. So I went down and went to watch. And it was like a funny little film with my dad. I said, whoever wins this game between Bournemouth and Greenwich, I'll go to that uni because I'm the number 2 choices. Bournemouth ended up smoking them, ended up going Bournemouth 4 weeks later and joining the American football team.
I think going into Swansea, the team were feeling good. I think we'd won all our games up to that point quite convincingly. We know Swansea are a team that got promoted recently, so we don't think they had the experience at this level to really compete with us. And I think we showed what we could do against Swansea.
I think we're feeling good because we had a little break, so we're able to get recovered, be well rested for the game. And I think we had a lot of strengths coming in. We wanted to capitalize and make sure we continued pushing on our strengths and making sure that we lead with that. And helps us, come to get the victory.
The bond within the team is like a family. We're like quite a close-knit brotherhood. Even if the team isn't massively close as a whole, there's definitely each positional group definitely has some really strong bond, and everyone has mates in every positional group, so it really looks like a family.
I think it's really sound. I think the difference between the Bobcats and every other team on campus is one team, rather than your ones, your twos, your developments like rugby do. Falcons have 7 teams. It's one team. So I think you end up training 4 times a week with the same people, doing socials, you're spending 6 days out of 7 with all these people. So you end up coming really close with these fellas.
The culture within the team is really close. Everyone has each other's back. Our team motto is, I am my brother's keeper. And I feel like we stand by that on and off the field. A lot of the boys live together. They're good friends independently of the team. And then when we get the opportunity to play with each other, we take that seriously as well.
So it was a very physical game. They're a big group of competitors, and we knew that going in. But I think the joys of winning by that margin and another defensive shutout is just, it's fantastic. It's what we were doing all year and really set the tone for the rest of the season going forward.
Yeah, really good. I think when you compare it to last season, we had so many struggles offensively, defensively. coming up against teams who were bigger than us, had more experience than us, had more funding than us. But this year it seems like that's kind of been flipped on its head. We've been putting like 40 or 50 points on each team we've played, with the exception of Bath a few times, but still won.
3 cheers for the Swansea Titans. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! 3 cheers for our sideline. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! 3 cheers for the referees. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! 3 cheers for their sideline. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Media. Them guys. Thank you, media. Hey, 3 cheers for the 6-0 BU Bobcats. Yes, sir. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip!
Being a Bobcat's made my experience a lot better because I've been able to make a lot more friends than I usually would. Just coming to university and going to lectures and going home, I was able to, just become a better person as a whole.
My uni experience would be completely different without Bobcats. I think it's given me something to work towards. It's given me goals to achieve. It's kept me quite disciplined, and it's given me quite a good structure to my life. And I think a lot of the friends I have at uni are through the team.
Honestly, I think I've had the best relationship growth here with a lot of the guys. I think that's definitely been the highlight of this team for sure.
Yeah, Sport BU have been fantastic. We haven't been a performance sport for too many years. I think it's only been 3 or 4 years we've been part of Sport BU as a performance sport. But as a committee member, they've just made our lives so much easier. They sort of run through all the admin, all the preparation, booking pitches, changing rooms, travel, everything. We don't really have to worry about that as much. It's the sort of in-team logistics that we have to deal with.
The facilities that Sport BU have provided for the Bobcats are a brand new 4G Astro pitch that was introduced last season. We've done a lot of our training there, we play all our games there. It's one of the best in the area, and every team that comes down to visit does remark on it.
So Sport BU do a lot for the Bobcats, and we're really grateful for what they do. Not only advertisement-wise, but also giving us the facilities to really grow as a team, in such as the fields, the equipment, the funding. But advertisement-wise, if you go Chapel Gate, you'll see about 10 banners with Alfie Burks or Nico or Tiz on it. It really just shows, you gotta imagine how much foot traffic that Chapel Gate has, with not only just the uni, but also sevens, the locals for the rugby and all that. Really shows awareness for American football, which is a small sport in this country. So allowing us to have that platform to really show who we are allows us to get the interest that we need.
Representing Sport BU is something that everyone kind of understands the privilege of. I mean, we're a good sport in uni, especially with the American sports. We've got a good history of lacrosse, basketball, American football, and we don't want to be the team to tarnish our reputation.
I think it means a lot because you're supporting a university and also just the community that supports that university as well. So when you go out, you always have to make sure you're staying to a high standard, because you're supporting a lot of people behind you as well.
Bournemouth has become a real destination for competitive sports now, and I think we've, as a team, have really helped with that. We've been competitive for years, ever since we came up from Div 2. We've just been constantly challenging for Division 1 titles and playoff spots, which we've massively succeeded with.
So Friday training session on the 4G pitch at Chapelgate, 7:30 until 10:30. Normally in the freezing cold, so everyone's kind of keen to start getting moving, get the blood pumping.
First, we'll go into after we're done stretching, we'll go into offense, defense, warm up, just to get the legs going.
Then we go into positional groups. So I'll go with the linebackers. The DBs will take themselves elsewhere, and the D line will work as well.
Go! Yes! Beautiful! Go! Last one for everyone, yeah? Last one for everyone. Oh! Great goal! He's down again! He's down again!
Then we kind of run into scout. So we've got the footage that we've gone through the night before. We know some of the plays that the defense are going to be running. We prepare for the next game we have, and we just practice our kickoffs, practice our kick returns, try new plays, and get rotation in so that if we need to rotate players in on the day, they know what they're doing.
Right, DJ! Huh? DJ! Yes. I got it. Right a bit. Hey, look!
Yeah, confident. We had a week off, so we had an extra week of preparation and recovery, which is really important. We had a lot of games back to back, so the boys are feeling very tired.
You're always confident. You always think you're the best team, but I think there's a fine line between confidence and complacency. So I've always got this image in the back of my mind, like we've got to turn up to be able to like progress through it. But as a team, I think this is the best team the Bobcats has put out in a while. But I also think this is one of the strongest playoff brackets we've seen.
So with the first round of the playoffs against Bath, we were 2 scores up going into half-time. I believe they had 5 or 6 pretty serious injuries that would have ruled them out for playing the rest of the game. So I think from their point of view, they were keen to save their players, not risk it anymore. They didn't see themselves coming back, even though it was only a 2-score game. And we agreed to play 2 0-minute quarters so that our score went down and it didn't go down as a 1-0.
Going on to Kent, we knew nothing about them as a team. We knew nothing about the team they played before, but we had quite a lot of their game film, and likewise, we're assuming they had quite a lot of ours. So we knew we had to be pretty clever and sort of change the way we played. We knew they were going to be a very physical team, and we knew they were going to be a good team. You don't get to the second round of the playoffs without being a good team.
So the Brunel game, the Southern final, we started the scoring off. We got an Alfie Tizard-Adams touchdown in the first quarter. We weren't able to convert the 2-point, which set us at 6-0. Then in the second quarter, they replied with a sneaking touchdown. Was a 1-point game for the remainder of the game. We were in it. We were getting interceptions. We were getting turnovers, recovering fumbles. We tried to give our offense every opportunity to make the comeback, and we did make yards. It was a close game, but in the end, they were able to get the score in the fourth quarter late on, converted the 2-point, made it 13-6 in the end, and we just fell short.
I think the game was going to be emotional anyway, and I think a lot of the boys went into the game knowing it was going to be emotional. It was, for a lot of us, our last game at Chapelgate, which has been our home for years and years. So it was going to be very emotive, win or lose, either with pride or with sorrow. Unfortunately, we couldn't get the result. Brunel were a really good team, and they deserved it in the end.
It was a brotherhood team, so there's a lot of strong emotions because we didn't want to let anyone down. I feel like everyone took it very personally because when you lose a big game, the only thing you can think about is what you did wrong throughout the game. So everyone feels like it's like their fault, but at the end of the day, it was a team loss, team effort. We all put our heart on the line and just happened to be on the wrong side. Thank you for having me. Welcome me in. Honestly, probably the strongest bond I've formed with the team in a long time.
Proud of you boys. So much commitment over such a long season is rare to find, and we've done it. I hope we've paved the way as senior players for you to go forward and achieve success again in the future.